welcome back to more Let's Play The Legend of Spyro: A New Beginning. And for once, when I ended a recording session and turned the game back on a day later, it actually saved my position! It's a miracle! You finally learned, game. You finally learned. I can't believe it. It only took for frickin' ever. Anyways, it doesn't really look like fire is very good against a fire scorpion. Who'd have thought? So I'm just gonna shoot it with lasers. It said there was a Dreadwing around here somewhere. Those are like the flying guys, but I don't see them. How far do my lasers go? I wonder. Nice! Pew 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 pew. I love it. I love those lasers. It's just an awesome ability that I have. It's just pew 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 pew, you're dead. I love stuff like that. Oop, something's that. Here we go, here's Dreadwings. Alright, I'm gonna pew 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 them. Pew 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 pew. Ow. Didn't take too kindly to it. Oh, that guy died. I'm just gonna blow him up. Because, see, the benefit of that is how it's less obtrusive and allows me to, like, kind of escape. Well, that was unfair. Let me just kill you. Come on. You're dead. You're so dead. Don't even pretend like you're not dead. Anyways, I'm pretty close to actually finishing this game, because I looked up how many worlds there were in this game, because I was curious. And I'm on, like, the second to last world already, or something like that. I don't know, it's like... This game's not even long. Well, hi. So it's like, what the heck is... Like, I don't know, I'm just really questioning, like, the game design. It's like, this is a perfectly fine idea, but, again, it really doesn't feel like it should be a game. At least in this current state, it feels awkward, I guess, is what I could say. I don't know. I'm gonna try and not, like, hate on the fact that this is a game. Because I feel like I might have been doing that on accident. And that's not what I want at all. Because I'm still, no matter what, I will still say I've been enjoying this. Why the hell are these called buffalo beetles? I am upset by this. They are very clearly scorpions. Scorpions are not buffalo. I don't know if they're beetles, though. But they're not buffalo. Are scorpions related to beetles? I legitimately don't know the answer to that. Freeze. Oh, wow. I should have been doing that from the get-go. Because that, like, just destroyed that Dreadwing. I do like that there's, like, different elements and they're more, like, they work better on certain enemies than others. It's like, that's neat. It feels like it's adding a little bit more depth to the game, but at the same time, I don't know, in some ways it still kind of feels tacked on. I need to figure something I can talk about. This reminds me of Bomberman 64 right now. Well, with a mine car and having to dodge things like that. Weird. Goodbye. You too. Goodbye. Alright. There's that minecart. You two can freeze as well. They must not be having a good time right now. comes the next minecart. Man, you're slow. Goodbye. Ow. He didn't take too kindly to that, so he exploded instead. Trees already. There you go. I really need to figure out something to say. Ooh. Here, you two can breathe as well. Ooh, that guy got run over. It's not pleasant. What the hell do I say? Again, like... What's new with you guys? How are you guys doing? Anything exciting happen to you? Say so in the comments below. If there's anyone in the comments at all. Be interesting. Be more interesting than I ever could. I don't care if you're watching this video, like, 4 years after it's released or something. Just say how you're doing right now. Do it. Go to the comments. Pause the video. Here, I'll stop my commentary for like a minute, just so you're not missing anything interesting. And go type something in the comments and say how you're doing. Say what happened to you 5 years ago.
Wait, we're on your side.
More likely spies for the conductor, or that flying beast, Cinder.
No, Moliere sent us.
My brother is alive?
He sure is, pal. He's all safe and sound. But I gotta say, he's the friendly one in the family.
I'm sorry. In these dark times, one can't take chances. So,
You're just taking our word for it, though?
Oh, wonderful news! But why did he send you here?
Well, he said you might be able to tell us where our friend Terrador is.
If he's a big dragon, I certainly can. The majority of the manware smalls are kept here in this camp, forced to live above ground and mine for Cinder. And there are rumors that your dragon friend is being kept somewhere inside, in the darkest pits of the volcano. All of us are doomed.
That's
Not
a nice outlook.
Anything to say about it.
What do you mean?
Yeah, what do you mean?
I mean, we're going to free the Manware Smalls, venture to the
Was that
darkest
too many
pits of
E's there?
Boise Bay,
I think it was.
and find Terrador.
Then, it's off to karaoke.
Sparks, what the hell was wrong with your eyes there? Alright, well. Time to free things, I guess. I need to figure out something I can talk about. Something. Something that wouldn't be dated, too, because right now the only thing I'm thinking of is E3, and, like... That wasn't even too recently, it was like a week ago for me, when I'm recording this, and it's like... That's way not, like... That's far off from what would be worthwhile. I kind of want to talk about something related to gaming, because it's like, this is a Let's Play, like, it's related to games already, so let's make it more about games by talking about other games. Ooh, something exploded. Oh, this thing exploded. Needy. So, what would be a good thing to talk about? What would be a good game that I could talk about? Well, Actually, given when this is likely to go up, I know I'm... If it's not out, then I can edit this part out, or maybe talk about something else. But I can probably talk about the fact that I know at the end of my Let's Play of Spyro Hero's Tale, I talked about how I wasn't going to be doing the Game Boy Advance Spyro games. I was going to be just moving on to Legend, and that was it. But there is one that my friend Crabmaster, who's been on multiple Let's Plays of mine as a guest, he's a cool dude. He's actually Let's Played the Spyro Season of Ice and Season of Flame, and I am joining him on that quest. I haven't actually recorded that with him yet, but I think he said sometime in July-ish. Sometime early July would be good to start that, and I mean, this is gonna be going up in like September, October-ish. And that might be early, I don't even know. I don't know how long my other LPs are gonna be. I mean, I'm still editing Sonic Adventure 2 at the moment. I just edited episode 11. That was fun. Ow. Boom. I really do like that aspect of the game, how you can just destroy the environment. It makes the environment feel a little bit more realistic. Although, I was actually noticing, like, I was talking about how the game has a good setting and world building earlier. Ow. But in thinking about it, it kind of doesn't in some ways, because it feels almost empty. Like, where the hell are all the dragons? Like, I mean, I guess, like, Cinder supposedly killed them all, I guess? I think that's what the story how the story goes. But, like, where is... It just kind of makes the game feel empty, like... Spyro's supposed to be a super special purple dragons, like, okay, cool, but there's no other dragons to really call out into question either.
Well, I see you two crazy kids found each other.
Yes, at last! Thanks,
Oh, I found out
dear.
that's the same guy who does Spyro, and I recognized him both times in different ways.
Maybe next time. So now, which way to Terrador?
That way, but be careful. The conductor and his maniacal locomotive will surely be close by.
When you say be careful, does that mean try not to die? I'm trying to do that anyway.
Come, Humor. We must get all the man with smells underground, where they belong.
Yeah, there were too many E's earlier.
Yes, it won't be long now.
Now see, these things are actually moles. Professor and Blank, they do not look like moles. Anyways, I'm guessing that this supposed conductor is going to be the boss of this area. But anyways, as I was saying earlier, like... There's, like, a definitive lack of, like, dragon world building in this. And it's like, I feel like they kind of missed an opportunity to have that with these worlds, instead of, like, having, say, the one Kane guy and the rest of those... Who we never even end up seeing, the rest of those species in the tall plains, or whatever it was called. And now the Manweir Smalls, which, despite their awesome names, like, they're just kind of moles. It's kind of it. So it's like, instead of having those creatures, you could have, I don't know, more dragons, and, like, really given, like, the dragons, like, you could have had to save dragons instead, and, like, all the ones here could be, like, earth-powered, and all the ones in the other one could be ice-powered. And then that would give also a better explanation for, like, Spyro gaining these breaths as well. Like, that would be a little more sensical than just him randomly gaining them on his adventure. Like, that's still kind of just random and out of nowhere. So it's like, they kind of missed an opportunity with that. And also, it's like, they're kind of neglecting to really develop these other... I can't see anything well. Oh, hi. Like, they're kind of neglecting these other communities as well. Like, the Manweir Smalls. Like, what do we really know about them? They're moles, they have fire on their heads, and they've been enslaved. We don't know anything else about them. It's like... And the ice place had nothing, the swamp didn't have anything, and then the tall plains, like, we don't know anything about those creatures. I can't even remember their names. It's like Alkaloaz or whatever. Boom! Explosion. It's like it would have been easy to remember just, oh, they're dragons, there are dragons. That's already part of the lore. That's already stuff we're learning, but all we see are the 4, well, there's gonna be 4. We don't know Terrador yet, but, like, all we've seen are the 4 Elder Dragons, and they show up for, like, one area, and then that's about it, and it's like, they don't even really do anything, they just kind of tell you stuff. It's like, they feel useless in a way. It's just like, I feel like they could have had more in this world that made it feel real, that made it feel more alive, but they kind of just don't. And you may not agree with me, and that's fine. Opinions are opinions. But that is just my opinion, and I feel like that they could have improved the game if they had done that. Like, improved it in a story sense. Like, there's a lot they could have done to improve this as a game. Like, making the gameplay not as mash-exy. Because even still at this point, it's still pretty mash-exy. Like, I'm trying my best to deal with what I'm given, but they're still kind of, like, a lot of just kind of go with it. So, yeah, that kind of sinks. I want to get the points. How am I doing in terms of that, anyway? I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to level up my Earth Power. Yeah, I'm not. I'm close, though. I'll definitely be able to do it next time. And then I can work on getting this powered up entirely, and then I guess I can do lightning. I don't care about lightning much, though. I don't use it ever. I don't like lightning. The lightning in this game feels completely worthless compared to everything else. Like, it's not even used in, like, any puzzle sense. It's just, it doesn't feel like a quality breath, I guess. I mean, the one thing I can say about it is that it was kind of effective at fighting the skeleton enemies in the ice area, but that was really kind of it. How are you not dead? Come on. There we go. These enemies that take a long time to kill is like, they're kind of frustrating because there's no real... mostly because they don't seem to flinch ever, and it's hard to get them to flinch, really. So it's like, I do my best, but it's like, even when I try and have a real strategy instead of just like mashing the button or the breath button, it's like, it still doesn't really work out, and I can't really figure out the best way to attack those kinds of guys. It's like, they don't seem to really work so well. Is it worth it to kill these fire beetles? They don't seem to hurt me, and I just kind of... I'm destroying their homes. I do get some gems for them, but it doesn't look like I get experience gems. Just health and purple. And I need to remind myself, Z is how I use my purple. The Z thing really doesn't really come into handy that much. I say, and the one time it could have come in handy, I forgot how to use it. I still can't believe I didn't remember to press that button. Alright, more scorpions. Thank you for showing me that. How about we take on those scorpions in the next episode? Seems like a plan to me.